Dana White said that he had it 3 rounds to 2 for Wonderboy Thompson. What do you say to Dana White specifically?
Well, Dana White thought I won the first fight, but he didn't publicly come out and say he thought I won the first fight. So I thought it was a bit distasteful for the promoter to say he thought he won a fight. That's like me coming out as a fighter saying I didn't think he did a good job of promoting a fight, which I don't. I don't think they did a good job promoting me as champion. Have you ever heard of a judge, the commissioner, go off on the referee for, oh man, he should have never awarded that 10-8 round? Have you ever heard that before? Why am my fight with the person do that when in fact the 10-8 rounds did not fix the outcome at all? The person that gave it 10-8 was the person that gave the draw. So why would we be making such a huge travesty on that? They should have did that in New York. I'm gonna fall back. I'm gonna do my thing, but goddamn, I'm gonna be a tough dude to deal with.
So if you had to fight Conor McGregor, GSP, Micheal Bisping, what do you think of those 3 guys?
Any of those 3. And guess what? Neither one of those 3 want to fight me. They can say, Bisping can say what he want. Oh man, if you're the best in the world, then I'm gonna. It ain't the style makes fights. Bisping's gonna come out. Actually, you know what? I think Bisping would get knocked out by Wonderboy because Bisping don't. Granted, he's very consistent. He comes out hard. When have you seen Bisping fight a stalemate or a bad fight? He's never. And that's why he's lost some fights, and that's also why he's won some fights. He would come out and try to fight Wonderboy rushing him, and he would probably get kicked and knocked out. He would come out and try to fight me like that, and I punch harder than him, and I'm a lighter guy. George don't want a concussion. That's why he's trying to go to 55 or talking about the person market value. Bisping was the easiest option for the most money. And let's be clear. You can try to act like I ain't a big draw all you want, but Johnny Hendricks sent you in a 3-year coma from fighting because you didn't want to get hit and concussed. He doesn't want to come back and get hit by somebody like me that's been watching him my entire career and that's been ready to fight him. And we know Conor don't want it. Conor ain't nothing. Conor is now in a position where he would have had to fight somebody real. He would have had to fight me, Tony Ferguson, or Khabib, and he knows we're not good matchups for him. We're not going to fall into his antics and talking crap. It's not going to bother us, and he knew he had to make a choice. So his best option is to get the Floyd fight, take the L, walk away in the win with $70 million, and remain a legend in MMA.
LDBC. This is your boy Coach Sheldon Harrison. You're live on the Coach Sheldon Harrison Combat Sports Show live. Okay, folks. If you don't like the topic of this video, listen. I got plenty of other videos you can watch. And I say this at the start of every single video that it could be a controversial one. Cut the video off. Don't waste your time getting mad. Don't waste your time catching an attitude, throwing a hissy fit. Just don't watch the video. Okay? Don't watch the video. Don't come in here with your rhetoric or you trying to explain. I ain't listening. Okay? For the most part, I'm ignoring 99% of you dudes. Okay? That's just how it is. Okay. The coach, I agree with Tyron Woodley. I agree with him. And in fact, you know what? Made some good points. Because I started searching. You know, when he started talking, I actually started searching. Did Dana White come out and say that he thought Tyron Woodley won the first fight? So, of course, I started searching for articles, searching for quotes, and Coach Sheldon Harrison couldn't find any. There are none. But yet, he contends that he thought Tyron won the first fight. Okay, see, this is where I throw up a red flag. Because a lot of people will say, well, Tyron Woodley is whining. That's all he likes to do is complain, this and that. I think he got some points. I think he got some points. But we understand. I understand now why he's not going to get it. He's not going to get the hard promotion as much as I would like for him to see. And it's all about the money. Unfortunately for fans, and I'll come out and say it, for the minority fans, Brazilians, blacks, and even sometimes Hispanics, it's unfortunate that the UFC market, the majority of the fan is not us. So I understand, okay? Now see, when I start hearing it in dollars and cents, I understand completely, okay? But that doesn't make it right. And now I'm saying it doesn't make it right because, you know, it would be good if they would appeal to that minority market. Like, they really, really, really appeal and dig in. And if they did, you know what? Wouldn't that mean more money? Because wouldn't that mean you would draw in more of every population? See, I mean, think about that for a minute. And I'm thinking about it. Now, I don't have a business degree. I don't understand that part of it. But I'm thinking kind of rationally, okay? Money. There are a lot of minorities in the country. A lot of minorities worldwide. And it's kind of like, okay. And sometimes I do think that the UFC at times, they take a dump on that minority population at times. Not all the time. But I support this brother right here, Tyron Woodley. I support him because he's making some good points. He is. And then, you know, he talked about GSP and Bisping. I mean, honestly, I like GSP. I don't even know why people get so uptight about him. That, you know, the style of GSP is not fan-friendly. It's just not. I think it's a technical masterclass on the ground. But people just say, oh, he just lays there. But see, me, I have an eye and I watch fights. So I see what he's doing when he's on the ground. And he's not just laying there for some of the idiotic people that just say that. But, you know, I don't want to digress with that. He said GSP don't want it. He said Micheal Bisping. And shout out to Tyron Woodley for giving Stephen Wonderboy Thompson his props. Because he said Bisping would get in there and get knocked out by Wonderboy. And then he told Dana White, bald-headed ass, he said, hey, why don't you get in there and fight Wonderboy and see what'll happen? Tyron Woodley acknowledges, man, that Wonderboy is a threat to anybody. You one head kick away from laying on the canvas out cold. I mean, you are. Folks, that's just how it is, okay? That's a tough dude. You're not going in there and you're not going to completely dominate a Wonderboy. It's not going to happen. And I kept telling people that. He fought him tentatively because he didn't want to get knocked the hell out. People, let's be real about this. Tyron was. People are saying, hey, he should have rushed in. Well, I don't know. You got to strategically get on the inside of Wonderboy. You ain't just rushing in. Because the dude can take a step back, kick you with a roundhouse. It's lights out. And all that 8-week training hard will be for nothing when you outsleep on the canvas. But, you know, you got to answer the question. Why didn't Whisker Biscuit? Why didn't he come out and admit that he thought Tyron Woodley won that first fight? Why? You got to ask. He said Micheal Bisping don't want it. He said Conor McGregor definitely don't want it. And Conor McGregor did all that talking. Did all that darn talking, okay? And to be honest, he did all that talking in the back trying to show off for the camera. Tyron Woodley said, Conor McGregor don't want this. And I believe it. He told Conor it's best to shut his mouth, go get that Mayweather money, and ride off into the sunset. And he said Conor McGregor would take a L when he fights Mayweather. I mean, honestly. I mean, he makes some good points. I agree with Tyron Woodley. Look, man. Dana White, they don't like Tyron Woodley. You can say, and you know what? Why is it people get mad at people that tell the truth? Tyron Woodley came out and said it on national TV. Look, they not pushing me. And they're going to push the clean-cut Stephen Thompson. I agree with that. But the reason why they do that is because that's where the majority of their dollars come from. It's from clean-cut white guys. Folks, that's just how it is. That's just the way that is. He's right, but I'm starting to learn now that the UFC really, really is about money most of the time. It's about money. They're not going to push the brother. I'll push him because I like him. And, you know, why do people get mad? Oh, you talk so good about Tyron Woodley. Well, he's from a similar background. He's from a similar background as me. And honestly, he looks like me. I'm just being honest. I'm telling y'all straight up truth. You ain't got to like it. You ain't got to be. You can unsubscribe. I relate to him. Just like you relate to people that look like you. You just do. It's not anything criminal about it. I'm not finna come on here and say, oh, man, don't like Conor McGregor. Well, hell, if you Irish, you like Conor McGregor. If you a white guy, you're going to like Conor McGregor most of the time. Folks, that's just how the world is. Y'all stop getting so butthurt when somebody mention race. Stop getting butthurt. Stop thinking everybody don't like this race. And it's not that. It's just we as people, we identify with who we look like. Folks, that's how it is. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done. What are you waiting on? Subscribe.